I made $70 from content creation in an entire year. And before you feel bad for me, please don't, because this video isn't about it. It's about the version of content creation that gets sold to you online and the version that actually exists when you sit down and do it yourself. Because these two things, they are very different and nobody wants you to say that clearly enough. So I'm going to. When I first started, I'm not going to lie, I thought I will blow up, go viral, not in an arrogant way, but more in a naive way. The kind of naive that happens when you have watched enough videos on how to grow to 100,000 followers that you start doing the math in your head. Like, okay, if I post consistently, if I find my niche, if I study the algorithm, you know these things. I had this image in my head that I'm a dental student, I post about dental school, people find it, it resonates, things starts happening slowly or even maybe quickly. And things did happen. I got over 4,000 followers, I made $70, I learned how to edit videos, write scripts, figure out what a hook even is. But I also spent a lot of time refreshing my analytics, watching someone else's video hit 200,000 views and me sitting there thinking, why not mine? What do they have that I don't? What am I missing? And that comparison thing, that's where it starts to go wrong for most people, including me. Here's what social media does that I don't think people talk about enough. It doesn't show you the average, but it shows you the extreme. The guy who hit million subscribers talking about how he stayed consistent, the girl who landed a brand deal and is making more from Instagram than her actual job, the 22-year-old who quit university to make content full-time. And slowly, without you realizing it, your brain starts treating that as the baseline of content creation. Like, that's what content creation is supposed to look like. That's the normal outcome if you just work hard enough. And then you look at your account yourself and feel like you're failing at something. But here's the thing, you're not comparing your results to the average creator. You're comparing yourself to a statistically outlier, the one out of 10,000 that the algorithm decided to push. And that's not formal, it's just luck meeting preparation at the exact right moment on a platform that changes its rules every 6 months. And in 2026, it's gotten even more complicated because now it's not just people you're against. So this is the part why I actually wanted to make this video for. There's so much AI content right now, faceless channels with AI voiceovers, AI thumbnails engineered to hijack your attention, automated hooks designed by a model that studied 10 million videos to figure out what makes you click and stay. And a lot of it is getting views, I won't pretend otherwise, it does work. But here's what I genuinely think is happening right now. People are getting tired of it. They can feel it even if they can't name it. There's this weird emptiness to content that's technically optimized but has no actual human behind it. Without any real opinion, no story that actually happened, just information delivered to you efficiently. And I think we're about to see a massive swing back towards something real. Think about what made YouTube great at the beginning, back in the days, a couple years ago. It was just someone with their camera in their room talking to you like they were your friend. No production, no strategy, just a person with something to say. That's what people are hungry for again. And if you are a real human with something real to say, you have an advantage right now that most people aren't using. You just have to stop trying to sound like everyone else. Stop chasing the format, the hooks. Stop optimizing yourself into something that's unrecognizable. But before this gets too optimistic, let me be honest about something. Burnout in content creation is real, and it's sneaky, if you get what I mean. It doesn't announce itself, it's just slowly making things feel like a job you didn't apply for. There's this pressure to always be posting, always be on social media. The algorithm punishes disappearing. It is true. So you feel like any break is setting you back. And so creators just keep going, making content they don't care about because they just need to feed the machine. Because consistency is the thing everyone tells you matter the most. I have felt it many times, even at my scale in social media, which, let's be honest, it is small. I have had weeks where I sit down to make something and I just don't. Not because I don't have many ideas, but because somewhere along the way, the part of me doing it for real reasons get drowned out by the part checking view counts. And that's the actual danger in this game. Not that you don't grow fast enough, but that you lose the reason you started before you even get the chance to find out if it was going to work. So here's what shifted for me. I don't even remember exactly when, but at some point I realized I actually enjoy making things, not posting them, not the numbers that come after, but making them. I like writing the scripts, I like the editing, I like figuring out how to structure something so it actually lands. I like the problem of it. How do you take a messy idea and turn it into something that someone actually watches to the end? And that's what I enjoy right now. That's what I enjoy. And that feels important because if you strip away the follower count and the monetization and the brand deals, all the stuff that social media tells you content creation is supposed to lead to, what you are left with is just one question. Do you enjoy the process of making something? Because the results might take years or they might look completely different from what you expected, but the process is happening right now every time you sit down and make something. Content creation in 2026 isn't only one thing. It's not only a person going viral on TikTok or Instagram. There's long form YouTube, there's podcasts, there's educational content, there's no facial channels, there's newsletters, short documentaries. It's making one really thoughtful video a month that 100 people watch and actually care about. There are 1,000 forms of it, and you don't know which one fits you until you try a few and pay attention to which one you don't hate doing. The version you have been shown online, the overnight growth, the passive income, the quitting your job moment, that might not be your version, and that's generally fine. That doesn't mean you are doing it wrong. It might mean that you haven't found your form yet. I made $70 in a year. I have 4,000 followers on Instagram, and I'm still a dental student. I'm not quitting anything. My life looks basically the same as it did when I started, but I actually like what I'm doing right now. And maybe for now that's enough for me. If you're somewhere at the start of this, trying to figure out if it's worth it, what form to try, whether your content is good enough, I don't have a clean answer to you. But I think the question isn't really how do I go viral. The question is what would you keep making even if nobody is watching? So start there instead.